Alright, well the first game we have for you is Dawn of the Immortals. Okay. It's a 3D mobile MMORPG, full-featured MMORPG. So it's not a turn-based or card-based RPG, we're talking full MMO like you would see on a PC. So you have your parties, your guilds, your dungeons, your questing, and you can see everyone in the world as well. So what we're running through today is the Temple of Prophecy dungeon. And this is one of our level 35 dungeons. Normally this would be a 4-person party and it would be challenging for them at level 35. We've set up a level 50 character. We have a couple of AIs that are helping out as well, so we can get through it and not die completely every single time. To note for these dungeons as well, there are multiple difficulties levels for this dungeon as well. So even though I'm level 50 and I'm able to cruise through it at normal, when I put it on the hardcore mode or even higher difficulty levels, it will become more difficult.
Cool.
So as we run through, we start reaching different mobs and clearing them out. My priest is healing me and my berserker is also attacking as well. For control schemes, you can tap on the screen or you can use the floating jump joystick as well. And either one of those can be disabled depending on which one you're most comfortable with as you're playing. All the attack buttons are in the bottom right hand corner. You have your regular auto attack, which can be used with the large button, or you can also tap on the enemies as well to start the auto attack. Then you can also use each one of these skills down here. This is a fireball skill. It attacks one enemy for a high amount of damage. You have the meteor skill, which attacks up to 6 enemies in an area. You have the ice skill, which will blink you away to a different location. Anyone that was in the area around you when you blinked will also be frozen in place for a short period. And you have the blessing of thunder, which removes impairing effects on you and also damages enemies in the area around you as well. And all these skills can be upgraded as you play, as you go along and level up, and they can become stronger, but also add additional effects. Like for the meteor, you'll be able to shoot 3 meteors to 3 different enemies and things like that. So as you play through this dungeon, you're doing the normal, clear out some mobs, but you also face different traps. So for example, you start going through here, and you're going to start facing fire traps that you have to time you're walking through. Now for level 35, again, this would be, you're going to have to be very careful, but as a level 50, I can kind of run through and not be as careful as it normally would be. You'll also notice there's this metallic robot following me around here. He's actually one of our pets. Okay. So we have a very robust pet system. 50 or 60 pets that we have built in the game already, more coming down the line as well. And each one of these pets has 3 different skills that you can use on them, and they can be swapped out. We have over 400 different pet skills. So while you might have a pet that looks very similar to someone else's pet next to you, they will play completely different because you might have one of the 400 different skills that maybe the other person doesn't have. So pretty robust there, and all the skills and the pets can be upgraded as well to stronger versions, so you can make yourself even more powerful as you go through, which will be needed as well, because we've left a lot of hardcore elements and put them into the game, where you're really going to have to learn boss mechanics so you can defeat the bosses. For example, later on I'm going to show you a boss fight against Rhea the Titan, who's our dungeon boss. And normally level 50 I'm going to clear through it fairly easily, but when level 35 you're really going to have to work together as a party and know the mechanics to get through it, which is a really good thing. We really want to go after like the hardcore users, hardcore MMO players. We want them to have something to play on mobile. So what I've done here is I've started an event. You have to kill 32 ancient guardians. Once you do that, you're able to unlock the sub-boss and get to him. And these enemies will keep spawning around these 4 portals until you're able to clear them out. So you notice like we have things like floating combat text. It's really important for players to know how much damage they're doing and when they're hitting their criticals, so they can really upgrade their characters and get the build that they want to really do the damage that they want and heal the way they're going to need to on the priest class. And today we're actually showing the mage class as well. We have 2 other classes. We have the berserker, which is more like the warrior, the melee DPS and tank. This is the mage. It's kind of the controller class as well as ranged DPS. And then we have the priest, who's the healer, and then also supporting on ranged DPS as well. Alright, so I've cleared out to 32, and we're going to tap on the portal again to go to the ancient shrine and fight the sub-boss. we have a few mobs here to clear out, and then we'll go ahead and go after the boss, the mini boss here. That's him in the hood. The ancient seal master. He's basically protecting the seal that is keeping the dungeon boss, Ray of the Titan, imprisoned.
Okay.
So level 50 character, I'm able to clear him pretty fast.
Yeah.
But even on a level 50 character, Ray of the Titan, who I'm about to fight, is actually fairly difficult. Now Ray of the Titan, you see her, she's fairly large on the screen there. What she does, she spawns mobs and then will teleport to other parts of this area to kind of stay away and be able to spawn additional mobs to kind of delay you and get additional damage on you. Like that, she just teleported away and she went a little farther and spawned additional mobs. So basically the mechanic here is you want to try to stay as near as possible to her and clear out the mobs fast so you can continue doing damage on Ray.
Yeah. So this is free to play?
It is. It's free to play. Microtransactions in an in-game shop. We've designed the microtransactions to be a convenience rather than you absolutely need to have them. It's like things like costumes, additional pets, things like that. Things that you're going to get for free in-game, but we give you a convenience way to get them maybe a little quicker.
And it's iPad only?
No, it's actually going to be for iOS and Android, both iPads and phones. So, and it's completely cross-platform as well. So you'll be able to play with your Android friends on the same server at the same time.
Fantastic.
Yeah, so regardless of device, you'll be able to play together.
And when's it sort of scheduled for launch?
So summer 2014. We're going to have some soft launches actually fairly soon. And then, yeah, we should be out fairly soon with this game. Yeah, very excited to release a full-fledged MMO on a mobile device. You know, we have a lot of experience releasing MMOs, and finally get one on mobile.
Yeah.
It's pretty big for us.
So, you know, why? I mean, this is a new IP entirely, isn't it? Like, why not go with something that's a bit more sort of?
So actually, the Immortals is actually not a new IP for us. We've had Battle of the Immortals and War of the Immortals on PC, and this team has now moved over to creating the mobile Dawn of the Immortals. So for us, for Perfect World, this is a pretty big IP for us. And it's just continuing along in that universe.
Do you think PC players will come over and play?
Yeah, we've launched a pre-registration campaign. We've had a lot of PC users sign up for it. So we're really looking forward to it. Had quite a bit of response, and people demanding that we release already on our Facebook page. So we've been trying to. We're going as fast as possible trying to get it to the public. We still put out a really good quality game. So I've actually almost got Ray of the Titan down here. And she's down. There we go. So yeah, that is Dawn of the Immortals. We're very, very happy to say it's going to be out soon. I'm sure players are very happy to hear that as well. Yeah, we're expecting pretty good things from this game.
This is Peter with AppSpy.com. We review, you decide.